Yeah, hey everybody, welcome back to Mindful Marketplace and our series of quick tutorials on using the really cool and creative TalentCards micro learning app. This is for those of you who are creating flashcard oriented nano learning or micro learning modules for your courses, your community, your coaching, whatever it is that you can imagine you can do with TalentCards. And part of this series of tutorial videos is to show some examples of some of the ways people that we know in the world are using talent cards and some of the ways that we are using talent cards ourselves. So here, as you can see in the top of the screen, I just created a brand new card set, which is here. You can create card sets from here, and I'm calling it mindfulness cards. So one of the things that I've learned from folks in our mindfulness based community of professionals and our peers is there's a lot of interest in creating these mindfulness cards for kids and for adults, for cognitive behavioral therapy. Lots of therapists in our community are purchasing these sorts of sets and offering them to their own patients and clients. And Talent Cards really gives you the ability of doing all of this in a much more tech friendly, a much sexier way, let's call it. I mean, you have your own app with cards, and you can really offer this to your community, your clients, your patients in a much more impressive way than just giving the conventional flashcard or note card sorts of setup. So I'm just going to do this really quickly. I'll show you how you can go about creating these cards, and in this case, we're going to call this all right, we're going to describe it. Uh, all right, we would add some tags. All of this is really optional. As you can see, I have those tags already set up on another deck. Here you decide whether they're double-sided, single-sided, or spaced repetition. We're going to save actually I'll set a feature image. You're going to see how hideous my desktop is. Let's use this picture here. Oh, picture's too big, actually. Let us go into our, let's see. Here's just a random assortment of images that I have for these videos, and we're going to use that one. We'll save the changes, and that's the front-facing card on the deck. So in other words, that's what your users will see as the course kind of featured image or cover image, and of course you can add all the images that you want within individual cards. So let's start with a template, and we'll use this one here. We'll insert the template, and now we're going to add text. All right, we're going to save that. I'm just kind of making this up, obviously, as I go. I'm going to flip it around, and we'll do, let's say we'll add an image to this one, and we'll add, let's call it this image here. We're going to add the image. We're going to add text, and it'll say, all right, so link to audio, and then here I'm going to actually save this, and then we're going to add, you can actually record an audio and upload it, and there's so many cool things that you can do here. But in this case, let's say we're going to hyperlink to our main course community where I have lots of audios describing various mindfulness practices. All right, we're going to flip to front. Mindfulness term number 1, attention. On the phone, they would flip that over, and they'd have this, a link to the audios right here. And as you can see, now it links to our main page. Actually, what I should have done is link directly to an audio file within our main Mindful Marketplace course community. But anyway, you get the idea. This is, you can create, 10, 20, 30 cards. I don't think there's a limit, actually. There may be, but if there is, I don't know. It's high, right? So you can create 10 cards, 20 cards, 30 cards in a deck, and just have as many decks as you need to, to teach your community whatever it is that you are teaching in your brand, in your business, in your coaching practice, in your therapeutic practice, whatever it is that you're doing. Talent Cards is really, really an amazing tool. And what I'll show you here is if you go to App Control, you can actually see what the deck looks like in a phone. Actually, I think this set needs to be, let's go back to card sets for a second. I think it's not visible. That's the problem. Now it's visible. So let's go back and refresh, and there you have it. Mindfulness cards for a professional practice, and then here's the description, here's the card. So this is what your users would be seeing. Here's the link, etc., etc. Talent Cards is awesome, right? I can't overstate this, any more enthusiastically. Especially if you're an educator or a practitioner of some kind who really needs to reinforce terms and knowledge items or practices in a fun, engaging, and really cool, creative, and colorful way. I don't know that there's a better online learning platform than Talent Cards for delivering this sort of user experience that, the first time I used this, it blew me away, and it still continues to do so pretty much every time we create a new card deck. So again, that's a mindfulness card example. You can do this for your dental practice, your car detailer, your flower shop. It really matters not. We're going to show you some really different examples of how to utilize Talent Cards over the summer. But for right now, if you're one of those sorts of professions, if you're in the mental health oriented professions, it's really a great way of delivering great content to your clients in a bite-sized fashion that they're really going to enjoy. Okie doke, teach what you know, do what you love, wake up the world with your work. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have questions about Talent Cards, I'll put a link below where we have other videos, other tutorials, and you can try Talent Cards for free as well using our affiliate link. Thanks so much, and have a wonderful day.